everyone, I am Sister Diesa, and I'll be standing in for Sister Casey today as your lesson guide. Today, we will be combining the intermediate and teen lessons as we continue to learn about Daniel. Have you ever wondered what the future holds? Maybe you thought about your future career, who your friends would be, or even what the world will look like. Well, today, we're talking about someone who got a glimpse into the future, the prophet Daniel. And not just any future, but a vision from the future kingdoms. Our lesson comes from Daniel chapter 8, verses 19 through 26. And I'll be reading from the Message Bible. And then he continued, I want to tell you what is going to happen as the judgment days of wrath wind down, for there's going to be an end to all of this. The double horn realm you saw stand for the two kings of Medes and Persians. The billy goat stand for the kingdom of the Greeks. The huge horn on his forehead is the first Greek king. The four horns that sprouted after it was broken off are the four kings that came after him, but without his power. As the kingdoms cool down and rebellions heat up, a king would show, hard-faced, a master trickster. His power would swell enormously. He'll talk big, high-handedly, do whatever he pleases, knocking off heroes and holy ones left and right. He'll think he's invincible and get rid of anyone who gets in his way. But when he takes on the prince of all princes, he'll be smashed to bits. But not by human hands. This vision of the 2,300 sacrifices, evening and morning, is accurate, but confidential. Keep it to yourself. It refers to the far future. These verses refer to when Daniel receives a vision from God. It's like a giant puzzle, and an angel comes to explain what it all means. Daniel learns about powerful kingdoms that will rise and fall. The angel tells him about a fierce king who will cause destruction, but in the end, God's power will be greater. Let's break down the story. So Daniel saw two animals, a ram and a goat. These represented future empires. The ram had two horns and the goat had one big horn. The goat took down the ram, showing that one kingdom would defeat another. But the angel explained that in the end, God's plan is always in control, even when it seems like powerful leaders are in charge. You might be wondering, what does this vision have to do with me? Well, here's the thing. Daniel's vision teaches us that no matter what happens in the world, God is in control. You might be facing situations that feels confusing, like Daniel's vision, but remember that God has a plan for you, even when you can't see the future clearly. Here are a few questions to think about. Have you ever felt confused about the future? How did you handle it? Why is it important to trust that God is in control, even when things seem chaotic? How can you remind yourself that God has a bigger plan when you're feeling uncertain? Now for a real life application. This week, when you're feeling anxious about something in the future, whether it's school, friendships, or your plans, pray and remind yourself that God is in control. Just like Daniel can't understand everything in his vision, we don't always see the full picture, but we can trust God with our future. Now, this week's TikTok challenge, create a video that shows something you're worried about in the future, and then show how you can trust the process. and trust God to handle it. Use the hashtag TrustGodWithTheFuture Challenge and get creative with your transitions. Thank you all for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Until next time, God bless.